MX token. So most exchange tokens end up doing pretty well in a bull cycle, especially when they're getting in new users on a constant basis. MX token is the native token for the MEXC exchange. I do think this is going to lead to a new. I think this is inevitably going to have a new all-time high in this bull cycle. I actually think this can go really, really high, much higher than what it is right now. There are a couple of interesting questions that are worth asking that I will pose in this video that's worth considering before investing. Before I get into any of that though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what this spreadsheet is, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. Now, in the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these cryptos. There were coins that I expected were going to make me very, very good money. If you'd have gotten in on these coins when I released the videos about them, these are the prices you'd have gotten in on. All you would have had to do is sit on those coins for around 15 or 16 months. You've been able to sell at these prices. These are what your profits would have been if you popped 100 into each. So $100 into each in under a year and a half would have netted your profit of over 123 grand. Now, the thing is, guys, is obviously you don't have a year and a half to get your portfolios up to scratch. We're in a bull cycle right now. These markets are getting ready to rip. Hell, Microsoft are interested in, are going to have shareholder votes to get in on Bitcoin. So again, that's probably going to cause an inevitable pump on the markets if they vote for yes on that proposal. When these markets start ripping, if you're holding the wrong coins, you're not going to make any money in this bull cycle. If that's you, get onto copymycrypto.com, have a look at through the site. You'll see what my members have earned. You can read their testimonials. You can see the videos of our successes. It's public record, so you can verify it. The site is where I share my portfolio with my members. Whenever I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm going to buy or sell, price I'm going to do it at, so my members can copy along exactly. They'll make the same profits as me, except they don't have any work to do at all. And again, after reading through it, if you like what you see and you verified it all, try out the service, guys. So MX token has had a really sort of solid time since launch. You know, it was at prices of like 20, under 20 cents back in 2020. It's not like it had an incredible 2020, by the way. That's annoying me. But yeah, since the bear cycle and throughout 2023, it rallied really well, hit new highs not that long ago in April. And what is it? Dude, it's the exchange token. It's the exchange token of MEXC. So basically, you get all the benefits of holding the token. You get priority access to like launch pools and things like that. You've got staking. You've got okay. So as you can see, apparently MEXC is not supported in my region due to local laws and regulations and all that bollocks. UK is becoming a bit of a nightmare these days. So most tokens, so MEXC, they talk about the fact that they've got the most tokens and they've got the lowest fees around. I mean, they're basically offering 0%. So yeah, if you are a token holder, obviously there's tons of different things you can get in on. You can get in on the Kickstart stuff, so you earn new token airdrops. They've got the launch pools. They've got exclusive benefits for MX holders across the board, token airdrops. So this is where you can harvest by being a holder of MX token. They've had an incredible year in terms of user base. They've grown really, really well. Cannot knock that at all. They've marketed, they've advertised, and they've gained a large user base compared to what they had previously. Obviously, it's their own token, so the likelihood of it landing on on Binance or Coinbase pretty much is nil. Unless there's obviously some sort of collab with Binance. In terms of exchanges, it does pretty damn good volume. I mean, if we find MEXC, as you can see, it's a trading volume of over $1 billion, over 3 million weekly visits, and that's just spot. If you're looking at if we're looking at derivatives, we can see, where is it? 7 billion. So they're doing exceptional volume right now. And yeah, look, exchange tokens long term, they seem to do pretty well. Obviously Binance is kind of different, their own chain and everything, but like KuCoin went from, hit $20 in the first bull cycle that it had, $28 something, like 80 odd in the most recent bull cycle of 2021. MX has grown exceptionally well. I expect a new all-time high. Now, one thing I will ask, and I'm just going to pose this as a question more than anything, but we know exchanges, the main way that exchanges make their money, supposedly, is from trading fees. Now, if they're not offering trading fees, how are they making the money? And that's a question worth considering, because fundamentally, it might be that they've just got a huge venture capital arm that just has heavy investment into all new cryptos and, effectively can earn whenever those coins do well. Probably does have some relationship to listings and stuff like that. That's definitely possible. Also, don't forget, when your funds are on an exchange, you're not in custody of them. So it's possible that they are utilizing the assets that are on the exchange in some way, shape or form. And they obviously, if you view them as your asset, technically you have bought them, but you're not in custody of them. So it's possible that they could be doing something like that in terms of like using your assets because they're in custody of them. There are other possibilities as well. We've heard, there are many rumors in the crypto space of like unusual activity on exchanges from time to time. It's an odd thing. It's an odd thing. And my query simply is, because I know they have got M Ventures. So maybe it's just that they have a ton of capital behind them. Maybe like lots of investors backing the exchange itself. So their VC arm might be massive now. But just from a simple principle of how they're making their money, is a question worth asking, specifically when you are investing in a coin that is an exchange token. Because if there is anything off about how they're making their funds or how they're making their money, that could come back and bite you in the arse. Like a great example of that is obviously FTX. FTX did a lot of dodgy crap. We know this. And their token went completely tits up. And if there is any possibility that that an exchange is doing something possibly off, it's a question worth asking before you invest in it. And I'm personally not sure. Like from what I've seen, I do question a lot, particularly with regards to how you make your money. Now they have MEXC Ventures, as you can see, so maybe it is simply that they got a lot of investment early doors, and that's allowed them the VC arm that makes them tons of cash. I mean, to be fair, you can see what they're invested in. So it's worth paying attention to that as well, because if the majority of these go tits up, again, I would then question the long-term legitimacy of MX. But from a price point, what I will simply say is this has recently hit an all-time high. The probability of it hitting another new all-time high is very, very high. I actually think this gets to double digits relatively easily. In fact, I think this can get as high as $20. And that's based upon the fact that as of right now, I mean, I'm filming this again on a Sunday. So volume-wise is usually shitter on a Sunday, and they have done in the last 24 hours over $8 billion. 1 in spot, 7 in derivatives. Now, we're not even at peak sort of mania of a bull cycle. We're not at that parabolic nature of a bull cycle yet. But when we get there, what volume will they be doing? At least double that, if not treble that. And when you actually look at the token itself, with a market cap of 280 million, and they haven't, and they're churning out anywhere from 8 billion to peak bull cycle, probably over 20 billion a day in volume, then the token itself is probably going to be dramatically undervalued. And you would expect, if they're, again, just do the numbers. If they're churning out, even if we stick at $8 billion a day, right? $8 billion a day, 30 days a month, right? So you've got $240 billion in trading across a month. You know, across a year, you're looking at $2 trillion, right? Over $2 trillion if they're doing that consistently. So do you not think that the price, the market cap of MX, when it's effectively the token of the exchange, should be in the multiple billions? I can see this getting to 20 billion, 2 billion as a market cap, which would put this approximately at $20. But again, with exchange tokens, and this isn't just MEXC, this is all exchange tokens, ask how these exchanges are making their money, because if there is something off for you, and you can only go based off of what you're feeling, what you're thinking, but if there is something off about the way an exchange is making their money, then you should be exceptionally cautious about not only investing in their token, but actually holding anything on their exchange. And you shouldn't hold anything really on any exchange. And while I say that all the time, I'm very, 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 very aware that people get lazy and they still keep funds on an exchange. But when we see things like FTX, when we see things like Celsius and Voyager, you've got to remember that if you're not in control of your assets, you know, if things go wrong, there's no recompense for you. So just something to consider. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Do you think I'm underestimating MX? Because I do think there is a world that this can get like higher than $20. I don't think, obviously I said it's not going to get listed on another exchange like Binance or Coinbase. But I do think the team have done exceptionally well in terms of building their user base. Like we've seen the shift over the last few years, and they're doing far, far, far more volume than they ever did. They've got far bigger user base than they ever did. You've got to respect that, and you've got to respect that their marketing team are on point, so they're probably going to continue to grow. So maybe $20 is an underestimate. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Guys, look, we are in a bull cycle right now, and if you're not happy with the cryptos you own or confident in the cryptos you own, get something done about it today. Get onto copymycrypto.com. Have a look at that site. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. Whenever I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell, the price I'm going to do it at, so my members can copy along exactly. They make the same profit as me without any work. And guys, look, if you're holding the wrong cryptos right now, you're not going to make any money in this bull cycle. So getting your portfolio sorted has to be a matter of urgency, especially when we've got, very soon Microsoft are probably going to vote yes on investing in crypto, which is probably going to cause an enormous surge in interest in not only crypto, but Microsoft as well. We've also got the general election in America. Once that happens, that is going to be a landmark event for all financial markets. So getting things sorted before that election is a good shout as well. So check out copymycrypto.com, read through it all, and if you like what you see, guys, just try out the service. And that's it from me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.